something that you want in your life or your business, but you don't want to pay out of pocket for it, you can actually get it without paying out of pocket. It's called a product service swap, and this is something I've done in my business since its beginning over a decade ago, and it has worked so well for me. I don't use this all the time. I'm very, very strategic about when I am implementing this, but it has done incredible things for my business and for my life, and I just had my coolest swap ever. So knowing that I've done this from the beginning, I've traded some really cool things inside of my business to level up. This time, I have traded marketing help and services for a puppy. Yes, an actual puppy. You know, I've recently lost my own Jada, and now I have adopted a new dog named Lucy, but I'm getting a brand new dog this week. In fact, I'm picking her up in 2 days. By the time you see this, she will already be with me. I'll insert some B-roll footage so you can meet her. But I have traded for a puppy. Nothing out of pocket. I have not had to pay for this puppy. I traded marketing services. So let's go back. How does this work for you? In the beginning stages of your business, you may not have the funds to buy all of the products, all of the services, all of the things that you need, or all of the coaching, the mentorships, the stuff that's going to help you to grow. So what do? Well, if you have products or services, knowledge, areas of expertise that you can offer to somebody, you can reach out to them and say, hey, listen, I would love to do a product service swap with you. This is where you're taking something that you've done or created or have to offer and offering it to them in exchange for what you want. Not everybody's going to go for this. A lot of people are going to want the money, but the smart strategic people who will benefit from what you have to offer will sign up for this. Again, you have to be strategic about this, and you have to be very, very clear and logical about how you reach out to them. When you are doing this, and this is your biggest pro tip to take away from this, if you're the person reaching out, you're the one making the offer, you need to offer more than you are getting back. It needs to work in the other person's favor. Yes, you're getting what you want, but you have to go above and beyond to get them to agree to this, to see the value in this. So if I were to propose, and I did, the puppy swap, I offered more of my work than was the value of the dog that I would have paid out of pocket. The person got more work from me and more help from me than I got back in monetary value from what I didn't have to pay for that puppy. If, however, somebody is coming to you, then they are going to have to do a little more work than you are going to do. So it depends on which dynamic you are working with here. So back to the beginning of your business, if you are proposing these things, you are going to reach out to that person and say, hey, listen, I am this person and I do these kind of things. I think this could help you. I see that your product or service could help me. Would you be interested in doing a product service swap? Here's what I'm proposing, and be very, very clear about what their benefits are and what they would be giving back to you. Be clear on those guidelines that you're sending out. And then if they're willing to entertain a discussion, have the discussion, hammer out the details, and make sure you know exactly who is getting what and in what time frame. As you grow, you are going to start to get bigger and bigger, and people are going to start proposing product service trades to you. At that point, you can be picky about this. You can decide yes or no. Only take these if it actually benefits you, or if you feel like you are willing to put in the work knowing you're not going to get as much back. Sometimes I do this. If I see entrepreneurs coming to me proposing some kind of trade and I don't actually need their products or their services or their whatever, sometimes I'll do it anyway because I know how well I can help them. And I know that I can use this as an example. I know that I can use this to get more clients in. I know that I can benefit from it in some way, or I'm doing it just out of the kindness of my heart because I truly believe in that person. The more you grow, the more you're going to have these proposed to you. You can, as you grow, also propose it to other people. Now, keep in mind, you typically want to be doing these proposals on your own level. You are not going to be a beginner person and try to hit up one of the elite people in your industry that is super well established and does not need to trade with you. Look for people more on your level. You want to keep it pretty balanced, and you want to bring that benefit to the other people. So before you reach out, you can't just say, oh, hey, I don't have the money for this. Would you trade? And not really have anything to trade. You have to make sure that you are established, you are some type of leader in that particular part of the industry, or you have a really good product that is out in the world, not something that is going to magically show up eventually, but you have to make sure you come with a really strong proposal. Now, in the past, I have traded for things like courses or different, relationships with different types of people in terms of like mentorship and learning different things. I have swapped for them teaching me new talents or new things that I need to learn in order to grow my business. I'm really hard up for words right now. And I have traded for things like editing on my novels. You guys know I'm a novel writer. I have traded for all sorts of different things. Sometimes it's a product, sometimes it's a service. Usually it's a service, and I will make sure I'm giving back to those people as well. So you have the opportunity, if you're brand new or if you are established, if you see somebody you want to work with and you don't want to pay out of pocket, or you really think the trade is going to work best for you, go ahead and propose a swap. Most of the time, they'll probably say no. Most people are pretty stuck on getting money in exchange for what they're doing. But the people who are forward thinking and who have that level of intelligence to know when things are going to benefit them more than a couple of dollars in their pocket, you are going to be able to work with those people. And you will actually be able to build that relationship with them. So it doesn't have to be a one-off thing. This can be something that you do again and again with people. You can form really strong business partnerships and just trade back and forth. Once you get to know a person, it becomes incredibly easy. And so there are people in my industries that I work strongly with all the time. I'll do things for them when they need it. They do things for me when I need it. It doesn't even have to be an official formalized agreement anymore because we do it so often. If somebody has something that they need my help with, I will show up and I will do it without saying, okay, while I'm doing this, you also have to do this back, because I know they're going to have me the next time I need something. So it becomes that very easy trade back and forth because we have that working relationship with each other. In the beginning, I do recommend being formal with this, being very, very clear about who gets what, when, where, why, and how, making sure that you've got written documentation and you both agree to these different terms and you actually getting what you're getting. But once you develop that relationship and you do it over and over and over again, it now becomes easy to just do that back and forth when you need it in the moment, so that it's easy and simple for everybody to move forward. So if you want to hear more about product service swaps, let me know down in the comments below. And remember, you have to bring, if you are initiating this, you have to bring more to the table than you are getting back from it to make it valuable enough for people to say yes. Especially as you're getting started with this, you're brand new at this, bring more to the table. Always bring more to the table and show how they're benefiting more than they are giving to you. This is going to help you to do it really, really well. And keep in mind, you have the ability to just try this. It doesn't have to be something where you have to wait for the perfect moment. You can just try to do this. If you want to build up your ability to do this, start small. Look for people that have just small ticket things that you're willing to trade for or that you could potentially want, and just try it. Try sending the emails, try sending the messages, having the conversations. If you have a PDF that you want from somebody that's a $20 PDF, try trading for it. Hey, would you be willing to swap for this? Don't tell them you're testing things out. Don't tell them you're trying things, but you can build up those levels so that you can actually get to some of the bigger things. I just traded a puppy, a purebred puppy, for marketing services. I helped them to market their businesses. I helped them to deal with their social media. I helped them to actually take care of some of those puppies through their social media content and through their online content. And I didn't have to pay anything out of pocket for this puppy. I have adopted 2 puppies in a very short amount of time, one of which I paid for out of pocket, one of which was totally not paid for out of pocket and product service swapped for me, which makes it so easy. I kind of got 2 puppies for the price of one, and it was real easy for me to then create that content for these people to make sure that I was helping them in a way that actually benefited them very, very strongly, but didn't take up a ton of my time or effort. I brought what I was able to do, and I traded it for something that I wanted, and it worked out so beautifully. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't, but when it does, it really helps. So start small, build from there, drop your questions on product service swaps down below, and if you're somebody who wants to try it out, pitch me. You never know what might happen. I may say yes, I may say no, but if you got a really good offer, I might just say yes. All right, drop the questions down below. We'll see you in the upcoming episodes as I continue to help you navigate the world of social media and making more money online so that you have more time, more space, more freedom, and less stress when it comes to marketing your business. And we'll see you in the upcoming episodes.